Hey, Doug Upstone here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and it's the first big weekend of college football. And of course, we're all excited, right? Okay, last night had some excellent games. Really interesting, the Indiana-Ohio State game. Boy, that looked tense for a while, but pretty much played out as I anticipated. And so, Ohio State pulled away late. Indiana's defense couldn't hold up, but had a nice winner on Oklahoma State. Myself personally, that turned out real nice, and so we're off to a good start. Overall, you can get all my plays. I just finished number 2 at sports capping in the NFL exhibition season, and in the past 30 days, I'm number 5 there. Okay, so it has some things going our way, and I've got a feeling we're going to do well for a while. Just kind of a sense, okay, that I have. So check it out, Vegas Pro Insider Daily. Become a VPID member, $39.99 a month. Get all my plays, super systems, wise guy plays, power ratings now with football here. I mean, all kinds of stuff that's, proprietary, unique. I think you'll really enjoy it. I really do. Hey, you know what? We got a ton to get to. Okay, right now. So we're going to do this 2 ways. First of all, the picks from the video we did the other day, if you were with us, I think it was Tuesday. Maybe it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. If you were with us Tuesday, we went through a bunch of games. Now I'm going to give you the updates on those games. I'll go through it quickly and then give you my free picks based on what's happening then with the updates. Plus, then I have some other line moves that have occurred since then, along with some other free picks. So got a lot to get to. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, Friday night, Navy, Florida Atlantic. Navy continues to fall. Opened at 14.5, down to 9.5 as of this morning. Look at this. The public's not really either way on this game. A little bit towards the Navy, which is about where it's been, most of the time. I still think the Navy at 9.5. You're going through a bunch of key numbers to go from 14.5 down to 9.5. I like the Navy here. Not a big play, but I definitely prefer them. Boston College and Northern Illinois also tonight. That total, that's been all over the place. Started, I think, at 49.5, went down to 46.5, up to 52, now back down to, depending on the book, somewhere between 47.5 and 48.5. The way to buy that number was to buy it high. I just got to lean with the under now on that particular play. Public huge, though, in terms of number of bets on the under. Saturday, let's move ahead to them. Bowling Green and Michigan State. The number went from 20 to minus 17, stayed there all week. Hasn't budged a bit. Public just not sold on Michigan. I'm sorry. Bettors are not sold on Michigan State. Public is still betting Michigan State. I have to agree. I got to lean with Bowling Green on this one. Next up, let's see here. What do we got? UTEP and Oklahoma. The total went from 66 to 62. Going back up to 63, huge swing in terms of the money, number of bets placed on the over now. I was always going to be on the over on this one. If Oklahoma doesn't score 50, I'll be shocked against the Miners. So pretty simple there. Southern Alabama is going to be at Mississippi. As I mentioned the other day, Southern Alabama shocked Mississippi State last year. I don't think they're going to shock the Rebels this time. But the line went from minus 27 to minus 24.5, and it's about 60% or so of the books are at minus 23. The rest stayed right where they are. I just don't know where Mississippi is mentally at this time. Certainly not a big play for me whatsoever, but I would tend to agree that Southern Alabama looks to be at least the better play. Western Michigan is at USC. A slight bump on USC from 27 to 27.5, pretty much across the board, which is up from originally 23.5, excuse me. I look at this. I'll lean with USC on this. Don't have to have it. If anything in this game, I actually like the over. I think it's 58. That to me is the better play. But officially, I'll have a lean with USC on this particular game. Next up, we're going to head to Sunday. Texas A&M at UCLA. That total came down, going back up, started at 58, went down to 56. Now we're seeing 56.5 or 57. I think it might even get to 58 by game time. Totally in agreement with this. the higher score. Initially, when we talked about this the other day, I had mentioned I can't see this game going under 60, and I still can't. So I like the over in this game. The public, huge shift. Early on, last Tuesday when we did this video, 76% were on the under. Now, only 21% are on the under. Pretty big switch, wouldn't you say? Now, let's get to some of these other games that are out there that, for us to take a look at. And one of them is Troy at Boise State. Now, it's on a lot of people's upset alert is this game. Troy, veteran team, a lot of good players back. Boise State, certainly not the same home favorite that they used to be. 2-10 on the blue turf in the last 2 years against the spread. The total, though, has been where the action's at, up from 57 to 62.5. I'm not there at all. Not even close. I got 3 sets of power ratings that I keep track of. Each one of them has this game at 60 or less. I definitely am going to be on the under on that particular game. Next up, we have Iowa and is hosting Wyoming. And that total has changed also. I'm trying to think, 53.5 down to 50.5. Now, this Josh Allen, if you saw him last year, he's a good-looking quarterback for Wyoming. The concern here, though, is, Wyoming's offensive line is okay. And the Iowa defensive front seven is very good. And I say very good. It's not best of the best, but it's a very good unit. And do I think that they have the ability to possibly overpower Wyoming? I do. And especially playing at home, I think that's a strong possibility. And along with the fact that the Iowa's changing their offensive, changing it around, let's put it that way, and they got a new quarterback to do it. I think the under 50.5 is definitely the best way to bet that particular game. Lastly, not exactly marquee matchup material, UMass, Massachusetts, the Minutemen at Coastal Carolina. This is Coastal Carolina's first FBS game, and they opened up, surprisingly, as a 3-point favorite over UMass. Now, UMass had a good offensive club last year, has a good offensive club again this year, so the total got switched around now to where UMass is the favorite. That makes sense to me because they also have the advantage of having one game under their belt, to start the season. So I think that's a huge plus. So that's, I like UMass minus a 2.5. So that's everything that we have for this week. I don't even know how many picks that was, but I tell you what, nobody's giving you that many free picks, right? On a video, well, maybe there is somebody, but there aren't many. I can guarantee you that. So let's see if we can pound out some winners. Off to a good start. Free plays, continue to run extremely well. Let's see if we can just keep on building. You know what? We'll be back next week. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Let's make lots of money with these picks or the picks that you choose. Or if you want to become a VPID member, you'll get those as well. And we'll try and make you some more money in a variety of ways. Okay? Doug Upstone here, Vegas Pro Insiders. Have a great weekend. I am out.